Have you ever listened to a song and felt something so strong yet so unclear that you couldn't explain it even if you tried? Not happiness, not sadness, just something. A feeling that sits somewhere in your chest. Heavy, warm, nostalgic, intimate, but impossible to put into words. And that's what makes music so strange. Because unlike most things in life, music doesn't ask you to understand it first. It just hits. Most experiences go through logic before they reach emotion. Music skips that entire process. It goes straight to the emotional centers of the brain, the same places responsible for memory, attachment, desire, comfort, and loss. That's why when a song moves you, your first reaction isn't to analyze it, it's to feel it. And when you try to explain that feeling later, it falls apart. Because emotions triggered by music aren't built from language, they are built from sensation. A perfect example of this for me is Under the Influence. Every time I listen to that song, it makes me feel something I genuinely struggle to describe. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it doesn't try to impress you. The music just flows, slow, rhythmic, and effortless. The beat moves calmly, never rushing, almost like it knows exactly how much space to give you. It's relaxing, but there's also a quiet romantic tension underneath it. Not the flashy, cinematic kind of romance, the subtle kind. The kind that feels private, intimate, almost like a song that wasn't meant for a crowd. It was meant for a single person alone with their thoughts. And that's why it works. Nothing in the track overwhelms you. The melody lingers instead of attacking. The rhythm stays steady, almost hypnotic. The song leaves room to breathe, and in that space, your own emotions start filling in the gaps. You stop listening to the song and start existing inside it. This happens because music often expresses emotions we never learned how to name. There are feelings we all experience that don't have proper labels. Missing something you can't define. Feeling close to someone without being near them. A calm sadness, a gentle longing, a peaceful ache. Music becomes a language for those emotions. So when a song like that hits you, it's not creating the feeling, it's revealing it. The emotion was already there, the music just gave it shape. Another reason music hits so hard is memory. Your brain stores sound alongside emotional states more deeply than anything else. So even when a song isn't tied to a specific moment, it can recreate the feeling of one. A late night, a quiet room, a version of you that felt slower, softer, more present. That's why sometimes a song doesn't remind you of a memory. It reminds you of who you were when you felt a certain way. And that's unsettling in the best possible sense. There's also something important people overlook: the silence. The pause between notes, the space between beats. The silence gives your mind permission to wander, to reflect, to feel. Songs that don't overfill themselves allow your emotion to surface naturally. That's why slow, restrained music often feels more intense than loud, aggressive tracks. It gives your inner world room to speak. And maybe the most powerful thing music does is this: it makes you feel understood without asking you to explain yourself. A song doesn't interrupt you, it doesn't judge you, it doesn't tell you what you should feel. It just stays with you. So when a song makes you feel something you can't describe, like Under the Influence does for me, don't try to force it into words. That confusion isn't a flaw. It's proof that emotion is real, deep, and human. Music doesn't need to be explained to be felt. And some of the most meaningful emotions in life were never meant to be explained at all.